From politicians, CEO, bankers, entrepreneurs, and cultural icons, women are taking center stage. Women in agriculture plays as many different roles as their male counterparts. For a woman to become meaningfully empowered in agriculture, it is essential that they be effectively integrated at all levels of agricultural value chains. This video highlights successful women and a wider scope in agriculture. Agriculture does not only entails crops and livestock activities, but also food processing, research, agribusiness, engineering, and the environment.
My name is Bernadette Cobb. I'm a livestock technician presently at with the Ministry of Natural Resources and Agriculture. At the moment, I am being assigned to the post of dairy technician, which means that I take care of the animals when it comes to dairy animals, the milk production at the livestock section, as well as the small ruminants and pigs. I choose agriculture as a career because I think that minimum women are in that field, and I guess that my mentality why I chose agriculture was because I think that we women can do the best of it and can show, especially the men out there, that how we women can have a kind of post or position that people can look up to us being females and doing a man's job. I'll be administering iron, dextran, and vitamin B12 to the little lamb. This is something that we do when the young ones, we do it to the young ones at birth, and then about a month after, we inject them with iron to boost up their immune system, and then the vitamin B12. Okay, and that's it. Well, my experience at UB Central Farm was one that I can never forget. I was the only female actually among 11 young men, so that motivated me as well more, because I had a competition, of course, with the guys, where I had to show them that, you know, as a woman I can do the job as well that they are capable of doing. Agriculture is not just a dirty job or dirty work, as everyone knows about it. Agriculture comes with different areas in agriculture, like the livestock, the crops, fisheries, and so on. Agriculture is just a wide base, but depending on the kind of work or job that you're looking forward to, or the person you want to be in life, agriculture in all is something very, very broad topic, and it has many potentials, especially for women, because I think we women should look forward to being someone important, especially in agriculture, that is a man perspective, or a man's job, like everyone knows it, and not a woman's job.
In general, the whole experience at the College of Agriculture in Central Farm was a very rich experience. For the last 25 years, I've been working for the Pesticides Control Board in different positions. I started out as the administrative assistant, assisting the, at the time, secretary to the board. That post, secretary to the board, is now the registrar of pesticides, and that is the post I now hold. So that's what I do. A big part of our work is monitoring and enforcement, monitoring of pesticide use practices and enforcement of pesticide laws in Belize. For example, for myself right now, immediately I'm looking, okay, the field is here. I see there's possibly residents there. At the level of approval of a pesticide for use in the country. In the north, we were looking at the issue of bee mortality and how pesticide misuse may be weighing in on the bee mortality that we're seeing in some parts of the country, and chemical use and misuse and abuse. Pesticide misuse or abuse in a very far inland area could very well result in disruption of the ecosystem right down until it reaches our barrier reef. So the random use of a pesticide in the hills does not mean that that pesticide cannot and will not end up where it's affecting the entire ecosystem and food chain. So more women in agriculture, I believe, would lead to a more ethical, more responsible agriculture that is not only looking at the economic gains to be had from growing food, but also for the sustainability of our people of this planet. So that is why I think more women should go into agriculture. So sign up, girls, sign up, please sign up.
Good morning, my name is Ina Iris Sanchez. I am currently the Director of Research here in the Ministry of Natural Resources and Agriculture. I chose to work in agriculture because I feel more comfortable working in the fields than working in a day-to-day office activity. But as you go improving yourself professionally when it comes to the agriculture sector, you will find yourself having to balance administrative work with field work, and that's precisely the position that I have right now. I'm in charge of several units here at Central Farm, the Research, Development and Innovation Center here in Central Farm. I oversee the activities of the Horticulture Unit, the Rice Seed Production Program, as well as the Protective Structure Unit, and I also need to supervise the research projects being conducted in the different districts. I guess that females are not attracted to agriculture because they think it's labor intensive, but there are different things in agriculture that you can focus in. You don't need to focus only on the labor work. Like in our activities, there's a lot of research and data collecting going on, and it's not much of the hard work going on in the field. To be honest, my family was taken aback when I decided to take agriculture. They have always supported my decisions, and when I decided to continue my studies in Costa Rica, they also supported that idea, and I guess they were convinced during the 2 years in Central Farm that I really am interested in building myself professionally in the agriculture area. The experience here in UB was basically, it prepared me very well for studying in Costa Rica.
Agriculture as a career for me was very much linked to my family background. In my mother's side, my grandparents, they had a farm, they lived on a farm. My father's side, my grandfather had a farm. And I just love to plant something and see how it grows and be able to harvest. I know my farm is retirement for me. It's my gratuity is all here. I've worked 15 years with government. I started in 2004 and I've invested every year to the level that we are since 2004. When the land was cleared, we made the pond. I've invested in other ponds and we have the fruit trees now bearing. I can sell from the fruit trees to earn funds to pay the worker. And it's a good place for therapy. I can come sweat a bit and forget all the problems and even make a little money and enjoy while I'm here. Okay, cashew, we have 4 varieties on the farm. This is one variety and we don't waste anything on the farm. All the rejects, like these ones that are damaged by insects or birds, whatever, or fallen, we feed those to the pigs. So our system, we try to keep it closed, keep the cost down, especially for the pig feed. And so whatever is in season, whatever is damaged, whatever we can't sell, I taste it in the meat when I eat the pork. So we try to have a closed system on the farm. I usually study the almanac and I do everything using the moon and learning from the elder people. Right now we are harvesting plum and I know the demand is very high for my plum. I took six bags out, 6 buckets out on Monday and 2 buyers and it was sold. No one has plums at this time. See, already we have harvested a total of 7 buckets. This afternoon we'll probably have another 4 buckets. And as you can see, the ripe ones, that's also separated and we feed that to the pigs. Those will be fed to the pigs in a short while before the end of the day. So again, there is no waste. The market wants green plum, we provide them with green plums. The ripe plums, we provide to the pigs. On the farm, we have 3 varieties of coconut. This one is the Malayan Dwarf, and we use it for young coconuts. We take out the water, and it's sold by gallon to my clients in Dormapan. This is done once a week. Fish feed. When the creek goes dry, that runs through the farm, we capture all the fishes, bring them here, and then we feed them. We feed them once a day. So we have at least 4 species. See how they flip when they feed? Sweet.
The College of Agriculture at the University of Belize Central Farm is home to university's integrated program in applied agriculture. The college plans, delivers, and evaluates its agricultural program of studies, agriculture-based extension services, and applied research, contributing to the university's revenue-based and Belize's food security and economic goals in a sustainable manner. The high-quality program, validated by industry, produces graduates with relevant skills, sets, and competencies as farmers, agribusiness entrepreneurs, technicians, or professionals in agro-industry. Through its production of both primary and processed products and extension services for income generation, it continuously provides learning opportunities for staff, faculty, and students in communities and in a productive environment that is a living laboratory of a self-sustainable farm.
Why did you choose agriculture?
It's a lot of fun. You have a different job to do every day. You don't do the same boring stuff, so that's my entertainment for the day. I want to be an agronomist. That's what I want to do.
My name is Salomon Sanchez. I chose agriculture because when I was young, this was my job as a farm, as a son of. Here at UBCF we have Dorper, Barbados Blackbelly and Peliboy. Those are the three main breeds that we have here at UBCF, and these breeds are mainly for meat production. Well, my plan is working like an extension officer after graduating from UBCF.
Okay, my name is Elder Kiwell, and right now I'm doing this project which is corn production for income generation. And the corn is actually a crop that requires a lot of water because it actually transpires a lot of water. In order for you to have a good quality of crop, you need to deliver a good amount of water for the crop so that it can have a good year and have a good quality of crop. With the drip irrigation system that I have, I can actually increase the population of the corn during the off season, which is during the dry season. After I graduate, I want to become an extension officer, encouraging farmers on how to overcome their limits and how to look forward to improve their standard of living through new techniques, new ideas.
Currently working here with UB as livestock technician. Done many activities, for example, castration, caring of the animal, farrowing, from piglets to the market, butchering the animal. Students interacting with the animals. It's a great experience. So I'm looking forward for a bachelor's, going to study abroad.
Well, this project is about layers. We bought them at Spanish Lookout, and they are for egg production and income for the institution. The daily activities we do, we feed them, we change water, we pick up egg too.
I choose agriculture because I like it since I went to high school. I took agriculture from First Farm.
Marcelli.
My name is Zemer Carrillo, and this is my friend Marceli Manzanero. Well, actually this purpose of this cover structure is to prevent diseases and pests here because of the plantation of the sweet pepper, and also to have a better production of the sweet pepper.
Better quantity and quality of the sweet pepper.
I was thinking to be an agronomist when I finish my studies from here, and or maybe to further my studies so I could have a better job or career.
And you?
Practically have my own business with one of my cousins or something.
this is the nursery section. Here, mostly we have ornamental plants and also fruits. We have avocado, that's on that side. We have mango on this side. Here we're doing a nursery on coconuts.
Well, first of all, here at UB Central Farm, this is as you may know, this is a training school, and here they train us how to produce crops, and we are trying this project. This is to have so that we could produce a type of soil similar to the potted mix and the peat mass that they buy for the seedlings.
Okay, first we just gather the pig manure and we place it here, and we actually put water into it so that it drains urine and some of the acid, and after this process is done, we will transfer a layer to the next bin. We are going to place the worm that will finish the decomposing process. And
so by like this is this has 3 phases. This part here is the pre-decomposing phase. Then when we add the worms will do the final composition, and then the 3rd phase will be when the manure is already ready, so that we could use it for seedlings, to plant the seedlings.
How much time this will take to be ready, like to be sold? Or
actually we don't know already. We're just,
well, this is an experiment, so we don't know. Okay. So it's a trial, so we will know when we are finished.
Well, this is the tissue culture lab. Okay, so we're here in the tissue lab. This is Mr. Perez. He will tell you all about what they do here.
This area here is called the washing area, and what we basically do is just, as the name implies, we wash stuff here. When we work with jars, example like these, we work with our plants in here. When you go in there, you will see what exactly I'm talking about. But we always need to make sure these jars are properly washed. This side, this is where we make our media. Those are the chemicals we use, and these are some of the apparatus we utilize as well. And this is where we actually pour our media.
My name is David Gira, and I'm one of the laboratory technicians here, right? What we want to do here is provide the agricultural sector with high quality, disease-free planting material. A lot of laboratories like this focus on food security, and I believe that's an important aspect. What we focus on are mainly crops. Right now, our main focus right now is sugarcane. The work done in here is really critical. We use a lot of alcohol to clean our hands constantly, to make sure any skin cells that may fall off our hands will be sterilized by the alcohol. Now what these filters do is they suck in air from the top, and inside here they have HEPA filters, which are high efficiency particulate air filters. What this does is it sterilizes the air as it sucks in, and pushes sterilized air, a constant flow of sterilized air towards the technician. This is where we store the media that we use for the plants. Now, as I mentioned, this is the media that's prepared right here in our laboratory. Now this media has all the basic nutrients the plants need to survive, which includes things like the ammonium, the nitrates, the potassium. Everything the plants need to survive is in here. Statistics have shown that females do work faster at laminar flow. Right? So that we haven't had that experience here because we haven't had the privilege of having a female employee as yet. Once the plants have been introduced into the laboratory, they start multiplying, you know. They start multiplying differently, you know. And we leave them to multiply for about a month, and then after a month we separate them. So then these ones here have just recently been separated from the mother plant, where we refer to it as a mother plant. So then see, this one is already shooting some more. So then after about a month, it's going to get big like this, or like this, and then we take it off, and then we leave it to continue multiplying. So then this will become this within a month.
It's donated from Taiwan government to most of here. Which here is to try to test the shelf life. This side, the product we present is for new innovation, the processing. And from this side, this small is for paste machine for commercial. This one is a dry machine. We use this too to sterilize, and then the shelf life are more longer. This roasting machine, and this too is a business oven for baking. By this side, mostly we use it for packaging. From the starting is a liquid, semi-liquid, and the powder, and the slicer. You know how much the equipment here? Over 200,000. The new technology for food processing in this country. Probably for UB students, they can really do something improving this country. I said here, really have a good opportunity for UB students.